Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1. In late afternoon trading today, the S&P ASX 200 hit 7,194 points, its highest level since June 5, before closing up 0.6% for the day at 7,181 points. I'm sounding a bit like a broken record here, but the energy companies again led the way. Whitehaven was up 8% today and has soared 280% over the past 12 months, the best of the top 200. New Hope jumped 7.6%, and it's the second best of the top 200 over the past year, up more than 190%. In corporate news today, BlueScope Steel's boss Mark Vassella said deliveries from the group's plants have been lower than expected since mid-August, with customer hesitancy starting to show up given economic conditions. Notwithstanding that, its share price jumped 7%. Best on the day was Virgin Money, up 11%. Worst was Buy Now, Pay Later group Block, down 3.6%. Story number 2, Australian Bitcoin miner Iris Energy, which is listed on the Nasdaq on Wall Street, is close to collapse after creditors demanded the group repay its debt. Iris Energy, listed 12 months ago at about $28 a share, it's now trading around $1.50 a share, meaning plenty of local investors have done their money. Iris said US creditors want the immediate repayment of $108 million in loans it took out to buy Bitcoin mining equipment. Story number 3, Origin Energy's boss Frank Calabria has made his first comments on Canadian investment giant Brookfield Asset Management's $18.4 billion bid for his group. That was made 2 weeks ago. It's unusual because Mr. Calabria normally speaks fairly regularly promoting Origin. Today, he said there's no shortage of global capital keen to invest in Australia's transition to low-carbon energy, and the takeover bid was evidence of that. Brookfield has said it wants to invest a further $20 billion to help in the transition and is currently in an 8-week due diligence process to firm up the offer. Mr. Calabria didn't endorse the bid, nor did he speak against it, but he said honesty was needed about the likely impact on customers' bills from the huge investment required to transform the energy supply system to low emissions. Story number 4, revenue at the Star's flagship casino in Sydney has fallen 11% over the past 4 months, pretty much coinciding with the opening of Crown Resorts in the harbour city. And that drop in revenue occurred just as its licence was suspended, forcing the group to hire new staff to ensure better compliance following the state's Bell review of the casino operations. While the casino is still operating, revenue is lower and costs are rising. At its AGM today, the Star said remediation costs from the New South Wales inquiry will be around $40 million this financial year. The good news for the Star is that its Gold Coast casino revenue is up 32%, while its Brisbane operation has risen 9%. The Star's share price fell more than 1% today and it's down nearly 25% this year. And finally, story number 5, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has conveyed Australia's condolences to Indonesian President Joko Widodo and offered support after an earthquake struck West Java on Monday evening. The 5.6 magnitude quake killed at least 162 people, injured 700 and displaced around 13,000 people, but the casualty numbers could well climb as rescuers struggle to reach the mountainous region. There was also a 7.3 magnitude earthquake in the Solomon Islands this morning, triggering a tsunami warning. No Australians are believed to have been injured by either quake. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with a Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.